Hi, welcome back to Enhance. I'm Dr. Melissa Miller.
And I'm Dr. Lauren King. Today we're going to talk about the pursuit of happiness. So I have clients come in all the time and I ask them, what's your goal? What do you want to work on in therapy? And a lot of times I hear, I just want to be happy, or I just want my kid to be happy. And certainly that's not a bad thing to desire happiness. But what we want to challenge you with today is, could the pursuit of happiness actually be hurting us?
Everywhere we look, it seems like somebody's got a self-help book or a TV show or advertisements on how to be happy. Everyone kind of promises they've got the solution in the equation, that if we can just listen to them, that we will be completely happy. But the reality is, in our society, rates of anxiety and depression are on the rise. Everything that tells us we can and should be happy all the time isn't working. We're not happier.
Right. Why is it not working? If we've got all these therapists and self-help books and medication, why are we still depressed and anxious? There was a book written in 2007 by a world-renowned trainer named Dr. Russ Harris. He wrote a book called The Happiness Trap: How to Stop Struggling and Start Living. And in this book, he gives two different definitions of happiness.
The first is that happiness is just an emotion. It's just like anger or sadness. It comes and it goes away. So the reality is, if it's a feeling, it's something, we can't hold on to feelings forever, which is great because we don't want to be angry forever. We know that anger happens and it will go away. But we have to also accept that happiness ends. When it comes, we can feel it and love it and embrace it. And then when it goes, it's okay. We can experience a whole range of emotions. And the more that we try to hold on to a feeling, the less happy we're going to be.
And then the second way he says to think about happiness is it's a full, rich, and meaningful life.
Right.
Full of a range of emotions, right? Not just happiness. So if we're constantly pursuing a temporary emotion of happiness, we will fail. And we're robbing ourselves of a rich life if we're always pursuing one emotion, because we won't succeed.
Right, so when I think about the things that bring me the most meaning to my life, it's not always the happy feeling that comes with it, but it's kind of this depth and richness.
Yeah.
I know sometimes some of the things that I pursue are challenging and frustrating and actually witnessing some painful emotions, and yet it's rewarding because it's meaningful and important to me, not necessarily bringing me joy and glee along the way.
Right. And I think this is something we want to be teaching our children as well.
Absolutely.
This generation of parents has been called out some for helicopter parenting, and every generation, kind of has their own thing. But this generation of parents is great because they're affectionate and warm and that sort of thing, but they also want their children to be happy a lot.
Right.
And we really need to work on teaching our children to accept other emotions like sadness, anger, and anxiety. They may not like the way that feels, but to accept it is good so that they can learn to stress tolerance. Because if they don't, they're going to be unhappy later if they think that it's realistic to constantly feel great all the time.
Right. So the thought that we want to leave you with today is, maybe it's okay to stop trying to just be happy and instead trying to live a rich and deep and meaningful life, one that's really in line with your values.
So if this is a topic you want to hear more about, we suggest reading The Happiness Trap. The book contains great tips on how to enjoy your life and also tolerate difficult emotions.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time where life gets enhanced.